Hey everybody, it's Matthew Reinhardt. It's another learning unit, and we're going all around the world. We're stuck at home, but we're gonna go see the world landmarks in pop-up. So let's get started. And what's really cool about this whole learning unit series is we can actually put them all together after we're all finished building them and make a giant world map. And so you can decorate it, you can color it, you can do whatever you want with it, but you can build it all yourself, and you can put it on your wall, and you can look at it and go, I wanna go there, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna go there. Oh, I wanna go all these places. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in my studio, but you know what? Let's make the best of it. Let's go ahead and make our pop today, and we're gonna learn a little about the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. I haven't gone to Australia yet. I gotta go there sometime. Now let's learn a little bit about the Great Barrier Reef. Okay, the Great Barrier Reef is down in Australia, and it is the largest coral reef system in the world. So you can imagine how big it must be. And you can actually see it from space. So see, look at down there. You can see all the little fish. Oh, I see a whale. Oh, there's a shark. Oh, ooh, too many sharks. Eek! Hundreds of species of flora, which are plants, and fauna, which are animals, live in the water as well as in the surrounding islands. You can imagine all the creatures all eating each other or eating the different plants there. So it's a huge ecosystem of very tiny, small animals like plankton, and then huge animals like whales. Despite how amazing and filled with all this different life, the Great Barrier is still greatly threatened by global warming and pollution. So we have to do, as other members of planet Earth, we have to do everything we can to maintain the Great Barrier Reef and all the creatures inside it so that future generations can enjoy it and see this amazing world landmark and all the creatures that live there. All right, let's make our own pop-up that's teeming with life too. Ooh, let's get to doing it. So first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna download the template onto some pieces of cardstock. You can use any color you like. You can use white, you can use different colors, it doesn't matter. But you're gonna print it down on the cardstock, the templates. And when you look at those templates, you're gonna see that there are two different lines. We're gonna take a big paper clip and a ruler, and we're gonna line up the ruler along each one of those dotted black lines, and we're gonna press the edge of the paperclip along each one of those dotted black lines. And what that's going to do is that's going to score all those lines. Those are going to be where there are folds. So we're just telling the paper, hey, you need to fold here, you need to fold here. It makes it a lot easier to fold. The next type of lines that we're going to look at is the solid black lines, and those are where we're going to cut. So we're going to use some scissors. Make sure you pick some scissors that you're really comfortable with, that fit for your hands, and cut out all the pieces very, very carefully, following those solid black lines. You're going to see sometimes my helper, this is Kirsten, she actually is the hands in the video. I'm just the big mouth, right? So you can see that sometimes she actually moves a piece of paper rather than moving her scissors, and it's a lot easier. Make sure you take your time, they're comfortable scissors, and just follow along all those black solid lines, and you'll cut out all the pieces. So after you've cut out all the pieces, the next thing you're going to need to do is we're just going to pre-fold. So we just fold here along the center of this base page. We're just going to pre-fold it. And that's just going to, we're just telling our pop-up pieces, this is the way you're going to go. Okay, so we're going to fold this piece here, fold this long tab right here. It's going to go this direction. And let's fold this here. We're just going to go this direction. Let's fold these tabs here. And like I said, all we're doing is we're just telling it where to fold. And since we've scored everything, it's a lot easier for it to fold in place. So we've got those pieces. There's a lot of little folds on that piece. Let's go on to this piece, just this little tab here on the end of that eel. Let's fold this little triangle tab right here, just like that. There we go. Then there's one more big piece here with the coral. And we're just going to fold it right there. And we're going to fold it right there. And see these long tabs, we're going to fold it going this way. There you go, that way. All right, so we pre-folded everything. Okay, let's start gluing. You can just use a regular craft glue like Elmer's glue or white glue. Now, when you're applying the glue, make sure that you don't over glue and make a big, huge puddle of glue because everything will stick together. Let's start with this first big, long tab here. It says glue tab A here. So let's glue it. You can see on the base page there's a gray area, and it matches that tab. So we're gonna put some glue just in that space, and then we're gonna glue down that tab just like this. There we go. And if you don't get it completely right, it's okay. You can always, pick it up and make sure that glue's right. And sometimes I'll fold it upwards like that, just to make sure it's all lined up properly. It should align sort of with the fold in the middle of the page. And then you're gonna see that underneath there are some tabs that you're going to need to glue. See this little gray area here for this is the little moray eel. We're going to glue it down just in that little tab there, and it's going to go actually through the hole in the reef. Here we go. I'm going to glue it just in place. See, just like that. Ooh, make sure it's in the right place. I'm going to press it down. Make sure it dries. So we may be moving a little fast in the video, but you can be slower and take your time. So we're just going to snake that sea snake. Whoa! No, that's actually an eel. And we're going to stick it right through the hole, right there. See that? Just like that. Now you're going to see there's 2 tabs here, and there's a third one right there, and they're all going to fold under. So we're going to put some glue on all of these spaces. There's 1, 2. Let's do the first 2 first, maybe. So we're going to fold it under, see, so that we don't have to look at the tab. And we're just going to put it into place just like that. And we're going to do this other one on the other side. See how it's folded under? And it lines up exactly with the space. See that? We'll do it on this side too. I want to make sure that they're lined up just properly. Now this little guy, this little V-fold here, that needs to glue under. See that for a tab right there? See that? We're just going to put a little glue right on that area. Just like that. So we've glued down the 2 that are going horizontally. Now we have to do this angled tab. See, it glues right under, just in place. And actually, if you look, you can assemble it kind of flat. See how it goes completely flat. Let it dry. Let everything dry there. And make sure it's pressed down to the page. There we go. Now what's next? Let's this big piece here. Now there's a little tab here that's going to fold under. See right there? I'm going to put some glue just right there. Perfect. Not too much. And we're going to fold that tab under. And the reason why we're folding the tab under is because we want that tab not to show, you know, because you don't want to see. Sometimes you want to hide that magic, right? So then we're going to glue these long tabs. There's 2 long tabs at the bottom of this big reef piece. See how it is? There's 1 and 2. And we're just going to glue those right into place. So let's put some glue on these. Right there. Beautiful. Right in those little gray areas. And we're going to turn down that piece and those tabs. See how that fits right there? It just fit on there perfectly. Look at that. That's so cool. Now these big pieces that we're building here onto there, they're just layers. They're layers. And if you want to learn more about what layers are, you can go to some of my master classes. There's a whole class about layers. And you can learn more about how to make them. Okay, so this little guy here, this is a sea ray right there, a manta. And it's going to, see that little triangular area there on the V-fold? That's going to glue in. And see how that fits just right there? Put a little glue on the top part of that triangle, just the top part where the gray is. And we're just going to press it in. Okay, see this triangular tab? We're going to make sure that this little area goes into the slot and the tab fits in place just like that. There we go. So the tab actually goes underneath the triangular tab, and then the little area at the end, the little tail of it, goes inside the slit. See how that is? Okay, this little piece here with the little anemone on there, see it glues right on top? That's just a little decorative piece. We don't want to see some of the folds, right? So we're just going to hide it by putting this little anemone on the ledge here. Look at that. Okay, so it's all glued together. Oh, let's put a little bit of information on the page. We can put it up top. Look, we can just glue it down. Now you can write your own info if you want to. You don't have to use our little info blurbs on there. But this is just a fun way, you know, if you want to add something to your Great Barrier Reef pop for our big map, you can do that too. Or you can write your own story about it. You can do whatever you want, and you can decorate it. Oh, let's put the cover on first. Now we can also glue on a cover, and this is the pop-up is closed and the fold is going to the top, right? Because it opens actually upward. So let's put the cover on, and that's going to just be a little section of our map. It's kind of like a little puzzle piece of our big map that we're going to be able to make at the end of this whole process, after the end of this learning unit. There it is. We got the cover. Now let's look at it inside. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's our pop-up barrier reef. Oh my God, that's so cool. You know, if you're really feeling special, you can decorate it. You can use anything you want. You can use markers, crayons, colored pencils, anything you want. Color it in if you like. Decorate it any way you want to. Look at that. Ooh, it looks really cool. Ooh, Man, I feel like I'm in the Great Barrier Reef, and it's all in pop-up right there. It's all alive. You can even add more drawings on there if you want to. You know, it's all up to you. You're the creator. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed making this learning unit of the Great Barrier Reef. I really am enjoying it. I can't wait to make all the pops for our learning unit. And remember, all these pops together become a gigantic pop-up landmarks of the world posters. This is Matthew Reinhardt saying, I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. And, oh gosh, did I say all this stuff? Yeah, I did. So see you later. Bye-bye.